Students, right here again. Today you're looking at section 3.4, elements and compound. As always, take good notes as you go through this. Read the textbook. Take good notes, could use them on the quiz. Section 3.4 we title Elements and Compounds. In this one, your objectives, you get to distinguish between elements and compounds, describe the organization of the elements in the periodic table, and explain how compounds obey the laws of definite and multiple proportions. A proportion, review vocab, is the relation of one part to another or the whole with respect to the quantity. So we've got about 6 new vocab terms you'll be defining. Main idea, compound is a combination of 2 or more elements. Element, pure substance that cannot be separated into simpler substances by physical or chemical means. 92 naturally occurring elements. Each element has a unique name or 1 or 2 or a 3-letter symbol. We only deal with the 1 or 2. The 3 are temporary things. As you've been memorizing these elements, we don't ever memorize a 3-letter symbol. They'll all be they'll all be revised into new ones. Current periodic table does not have any 3-letter symbols. They've all been verified and named. As more are discovered, they will add some more 3-letter things in there. Periodic table, there's our definition, organizes the elements into a grid of horizontal rows called period and vertical columns called groups. There's a repeat of that same definition. Elements in the same group have similar chemical and physical properties. That will be a very key thing as we keep going on. Very, very, very important. Table is called periodic because the pattern of similar properties repeats from period to period. But periodic, period, just means repeating at a regular interval. Compound, made up of 2 or more elements combined chemically. Most of the matter in the universe is compounds. And common compounds, table salt and water, NaCl, H2O. Compounds can be broken down into smaller components by chemical means. Sometimes you can pass electricity through something like water. Causes it to break down into hydrogen and oxygen. Process called electrolysis, illustrated here. So here we're passing electricity through water. You end up getting some hydrogen bubbles, some oxygen bubbles. Note that there is twice the volume of hydrogen as there is oxygen. So for these gases, if you break them down into elements, they are in proportion by volume. And it matches up to the symbol, H2O, twice as much hydrogen. Again, this process called electrolysis to break down water. Here's a nice chart. You want to make sure you have this in your notes. You want to see a little bigger version of it. You've got it in your textbook, but good thing for your notes. Just so matter can be mixtures or substances changed by physical changes, and they got homogeneous, heterogeneous elements, compounds. Shows where chemical changes happens and gives you a few examples of that here. So, very good thing for your notes. The law of definite proportion states that a compound is always composed of the same elements in the same proportion by mass, no matter how large or small the sample. And there, water is always composed of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. There, we're talking about atoms. So we got to be careful on what we're actually talking about when we use this law of definite proportions. We can compare by grams, but for comparing by atoms works much better, and that's just from the formula. And we can get percent by mass. Ratio of the mass of the element to total mass expresses percentage. I don't like to put that times 100 in there, but we just take the mass of the element divided by the mass of the compound. And here's a little thing for sucrose, table sugar. And it runs through a couple of them, and we end up getting the same percentages. It didn't matter if we had 500 grams of sucrose or 20 grams of sucrose. Get the same percentages. Well, multiple proportion states that a compound, there are certain elements can form more than one compound. Shorten it down what they said. But there's your definition. So we can have water at H2O, but we have something called peroxide or hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Different compounds, same elements, different ratio. And here we got some copper and chlorine, 2 different copper compounds, and we see some different mass ratios. Mass copper, mass chlorine is different on these two, so they're apparently got a couple different compounds from copper and chlorine we can have. So, period on the periodic table. Period is our horizontal row, vertical column, again called a group. Or sometimes we'll call it a family. The element is a substance that cannot be divided into simpler substances by physical or chemical means. So, that's a quick bit of notes for section 3-4. So next time, strike, here.